What place is overrated to visit? Hollywood. The most disappointing garbage and piss-covered place on Earth. Figuratively? Both. Earth. Oh, thank goodness we decided to convert it to a water park. Maybe that'll liven things up a bit. At least the deterioration of glaciers or ice blocks result in fewer nuclear reactors on Antarctica. The environmental movements love that! Let's not derail the thread into rebelliousness, shall we? No, big cities in general. In my opinion, when you go on vacation in a different country, or even just some other part of your country, it's so much more interesting to go to the more rural regions. I still don't get why tourists in my region, I'm from Bavaria, just go to explore the city when there's so much beautiful scenery elsewhere. This can be applied to so many places and countries. Go explore the nature. It's beautiful. Going to Bavaria, just go to Munich and ignore the countryside and scenery is an absolute crying shame. One of the most beautiful regions in Europe. The Eiffel Tower. Honestly, it's one of the few man-made wonders that was actually much larger than I imagined. I was impressed. Yeah, way bigger than the keychains, man! Well, I sincerely figured it would be the size of a large tree for whatever reason. It was far bigger than I expected. I'm also not very bright, so... Mount Rushmore. Its face is on a rock, basically, and smaller than you think. It's also kind of amazing to realize that you'd be there to see it. I expected it to be visible from a town far below or something. If you do go there, at least go when they're doing something special at the amphitheater up there, like the 4th of July or something. The Little Mermaid statue in Copenhagen. It's just so... meh. And too far away from the city centre. Especially if it's freezing outside, like the time I visited it. Let's get a souvenir or a postcard or something. Copenhagen itself is beautiful though. Very highly recommended. Didn't even know there was a Little Mermaid statue. Oh, I've seen it. It's meh, like I Hate Travelling said, but in general, yes, Copenhagen is definitely a wonderful place to visit. Venice. If you've been to any medieval Italian town, you've seen Venice. Also, you can get around easier, and Sith costs less if you go somewhere else. I imagine most people who go to Venice as a tourist destination have not been to any medieval Italian town, and that getting around easily and cheaply isn't a big priority when visiting a town known from transport by canal canoe. Yeah, that's pretty much the case. Paris. The sightseeing hotspots are crowded, everything is ridiculously expensive, and the metro smells like piss. Well, I haven't been to Paris yet, so good to know. Disneyland. It's just a lot of waiting for Sithy rides. Do not even bother unless you have small children. Even then, get the fluff and speed pass, and leave before closing. There is no extra speed pass for Disney anymore. They have a fast pass system that is included with every ticket. There is no way to pay extra to get extra fast passes or skip lines. Viva Las Vegas! I think Vegas is accurately rated. A known place to just get wasted and have a trashy night. Just got back from there last night. I hurt. This was my 5th time and I really wasn't all too impressed this time around. It was more annoying than anything. I think I'll mix it up and go somewhere new next time I take a vacation. I've been there 3 times and that's more than enough for me. I might go back in a few years, but for now, I want to see a new place. Bondi Beach in Sydney. Overcrowded, everything there was way overpriced. Also, there are so many beautiful beaches in Australia. Bondi's probably one of the ugliest. Boardwalk in Monopoly. Especially if you're paying $500 for landing on go rules, because you can't roll a 1. New York Avenue is where it's at. And that's why I love Reddit. The 7 Wonders of the Earth, Venice, and anywhere that's being destroyed by tourism. Area 51. Nice try, Area 51 guard, but I see you. Vegas fluffin' stinks. Similarly, Atlantic City is a dump. OP said overrated. Overrated? People think it's better than it actually is. Saying someplace like Vegas stinks fits the criteria, don't it? Orlando in general. Can confirm, just visited this summer. My parents hyped this up so much. Universal was okay. The best place that we went to wasn't even in Orlando. Florida. Why? You think it's all like Miami in the movies, but Really, it's a bunch of old people in strip malls. Is that all I'm gonna see when I visit Miami in December? Old people in malls? It's so damn hot there. The people suck, and old people everywhere. I didn't get anything out of Las Vegas. It was cool to see the themed hotels, but besides that, it was just an overpriced, cultureless, soulless city designed to entertain you. Edit, I'm talking exclusively of the Strip. Isn't that exactly the point? What did you think it was going to be? Yeah, Vegas is always a top answer on these questions, and I never get it. It's not a city known for culture and a life. It's for gambling, drinking, buffets, and shows. Not sure what else anyone is expecting. Hawaii is, and always will be, my number one. Go anywhere here other than Honolulu, even in Honolulu to be honest, even on the freeway, and you'll just see how poor everyone is. It's depressing. I've always thought the mountains and jungles of Kauai would be amazing, but I'm on the East Coast. Getting to Hawaii would cost Europe money, and I'd rather get me some Europe. Outside my home. Venice. Disneyland ain't that great. I've never understood the families that are Disney obsessed. I used to work there and didn't understand it. The employees were obsessed too, and I could never understand it. Oh, my sister's one of those people. She literally goes every other day, and I don't fluff and get it. The southernmost point in the continental United States. It's in the Key West, and it's not the southernmost part in the U.S. In fact, there are several locations you can actually see from this fall point which are more southern than it. Some of them are not accessible to the general public, military base or private ground, but most of them are. There's an entire beach just west of the fall point which is more southern. It also says 90 miles to Cuba on it, except it's more like 95 miles to Cuba from that spot. Toronto. Whenever people tell me they went there on a trip, all I can think is, why? I live in Vancouver, Canada, and there is a place called Capilano Suspension Bridge. It sounds good, but it's overpriced and loaded with people, eh? I was a bit disappointed by San Diego when I went there a couple years back. If it wasn't for its location directly at the ocean, it would have been really meh. But I mainly went for work. Maybe I just didn't have enough time to find the good and interesting areas. Mall of America. It's just a mall with a lot of stuff in it. My opinion would have probably been different if I didn't live in Minnesota. Normal malls are dying out and suck even more than they used to. So, if anything, the Mall of America is getting better by comparison. Hallstatt, Austria. It's nice and everything, but there are plenty of other scenic places in Austria that aren't overrun by myriads of tourists every day. It was so underwhelming to see this massively overhyped village. I can't believe that in a country as beautiful as Austria, this is what people go visit. Blackpool. Used to be a nice place, but not anymore. Stonehenge. Seoul, Korea. It's all big towers and Sith from the outside. I go back to the alleyways and it's just a Sithy New York made of drunk office workers. Batu Caves in Kuala Lumpur. SA Asia is full of karst caves. Many are bigger and aren't full of tourists. Butthole macaques are also everywhere. If you're ever in Berlin, do all the touristy stuff in one day. Go to the Reichstag and walk to the Brandenburger Tor, visit the Holocaust memorials and walk to the Alexanderplatz. There's not that much to see, but that city has so much more cool places to visit or to hang out. Especially if you're looking to meet people and not pay much for little value. As someone who's lived in Berlin for 3 years, yeah, can definitely confirm it's got a lot of really cool places. Los Angeles. Too much traffic. You're not gonna make big. Clout people and influencers already making it worse. Too expensive. Good luck buying a house. Trash everywhere, homelessness, and trashier people. Bourbon Street, New Orleans. It's really just the same as any other bar district in any large city around the world. Same old cover bands playing the same old songs that you hear anywhere. You can experience all you need just by walking down the street for an hour and not going in anywhere. Frenchman Street, on the other hand, is absolutely amazing. Everyone should go to NOLA just for that. Niagara Falls. Castle Neuschwanstein is a lot smaller than it looks. Jamaica! Mount Rushmore, just like on TV, but oddly smaller. Weeki Springs in Florida. The mermaid show looks great on their website, but the images you see with silicone tails were used or photo shoots or special occasions. Any normal day the show is very lackluster and I'm super disappointed. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to Reddit Originals for more videos like this. Oh, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our videos. We upload a video each day, so stay tuned.